Hello, children, again. This video is going to be another one on things that I found from the internet, and this one is going to be on sick jokes. Not offensive. So, let's get on with it. The first one is, what did the deaf, dumb, blind, Down syndrome, quadriplegic baby get for Christmas? Cancer. Aww. That made me sad. A vampire walks into a bar. Pint of blood, landlord, he says. The barman gives him his order. A second vampire walks into the bar. Pint of your finest blood, please, he says. Again, the barman pours his order. A third vampire walks into the bar and says, a mug of hot water, please, barman. The barman looks puzzled at the vampire and asks, why do you want hot water for? The vampire answered, I found a used tampon and I'm making tea. That's yucky. Okay, this was my yummy hair session. The Catholic Church has finally agreed on the new format for voting the new head of their church. Next Saturday night, Simon Cowell will host Pope Idol. That's not funny. It's an observation. Michael Jackson is to attend the Priory Clinic after the trial to cure him of his 12-year-old crack habit. Ew. Aw. Me. Boss, I'm not coming into work today because I'm sick. Boss, how sick are you? Me. Well, I am in bed with my sister. Incest isn't funny. It is quite funny. What's Celtic and the Pope got in common? They were both... Yeah. I don't get that. Ew. Pikey family sitting down to... Stop it. Pikey family sitting down to dinner and in walks the son with next door's daughter, red-faced and sweaty. The father jumps up and shouts, if she's not good enough for her own family, she's not bloody well good enough for ours. Oh. Weird. What's grey, square, sits at the end of your bed and takes the piss? Kidney dialysis machine. Okay. How do you make a hormone? Don't pay her. Ha! What did the homosexual do when he missed his boyfriend? Ew, gross, I'm not reading that. Who is the most popular man in a nudist colony? The guy who can carry 2 pitchers of beer and a foot of onion rings. That's funny. It's time to yawn, bitches. Who is the most popular girl in a nudist colony? The girl who can eat the last onion ring. Oh. That's weird. Why can't Jesus eat M&Ms? They keep falling through the holes in his hands. What? He can still eat them? That makes no sense, because they don't go into your hands when you eat them. You just go, to your hand. It's pointless. What's the difference between a Jew and a pizza? Oh, we're onto racist jokes now. What's the difference between a Jew and a pizza? A pizza doesn't scream when you put it in an oven. Okay. Okay, what do you call a woman with no arms and no legs who gives good head? Partially disabled. What are the first symptoms of AIDS? A pounding sensation in the arse. I was laughing later on again. That's quite funny. What's the similarity between a carton of milk and a woman? No. Gross. How do you know when your girlfriend is on anabolic steroids? When she... No, why are these all so horrible? They're ugly jokes. What's the difference between a woman and a Kentucky Fried Chicken? Nothing. When you're finished with the leg and the breast, you'll have a greasy box to stick your bone into. Ugh. It's horrible. Friday night and a teenage chavette wants to go out clubbing with her mates for the evening. So she goes downstairs to the living room and asks her father if she can go out. He's of an incestuous persuasion, so says, "Yeah, you can't go out, but you can go out, but I want a blowjob first." The daughter's incredulous and replies, "No way." So she stomps back upstairs to her room and is sitting there bored, and after a while starts thinking maybe it won't be so bad. So back downstairs she goes to her father and agrees to his terms. He's sitting there with his trousers around his ankles and she starts performing. When she looks up aghast and says, "This tastes like shiz," to which her father replies, "Well, your brother wanted to go out as well." Ugh, that's horrible. Eh. Gross. Bloke approaches Paddy and says, "Paddy, will you take part in a race for charity?" Paddy, "I'm not as fit as I was. I can't be arsed." Bloke, "Oh, go on, Paddy, it's for spastics and blind kids." Paddy, "Oh, go on then. I could win that one." What's the difference between sand and menstrual blood? You can't gargle sand. That's horrible. Dead baby joke now. What's worse than nailing a baby to a tree? Ripping it off again. Mummy, are you sure this is the way to make gingerbread men? Shut up and get back in the oven. It's funny. In a hospital serving victims of landmines, a little girl wakes up from surgery. Little girl, "Doctor, something is wrong. I can't feel my legs." Doctor, "Yes, we've had to amputate both your arms." The McCartney kids are at the family ranch, anxiously waiting their news of their mother. Paul emerges from his wife's bedroom. "Kids, there's good news and bad news. Bad news is your mother's strength and will to live has been sucked away by her awful disease and she died a few moments ago. The good news is, it's steak and chips for dinner." A leper walked into a bar and sat down. The bartender glanced over and promptly threw up all over himself on the floor. The leper looked hurt and said, "Hey, I know I'm not exactly handsome, but I do have feelings and you could be a little sensitive about them." The bartender, wiping his mouth on his sleeve, looked up and proclaimed, "I'm sorry as hell, man, but it wasn't you. That guy sitting next to you keeps dipping his scratchings in your neck." What? Ew. Two men are sitting in a restaurant. There is also a gypsy woman sitting opposite to them with her legs widespread. One man says, "Look, she has such a dark hair on her genitals." The other says, "Oh no, it isn't hair, it's dark panties." Then they made a bet. £100, no. A waiter goes by, so they ask him to find out for them. He did, but takes all the money and walks away. "What happened? Why are you taking the money?" asked the waiter. He replies, "Neither of you was right. She had her period and there were flies on." Ew, that's horrible. Okay, there's I've got two more, I think. Two necrophiliacs are at work in the morgue. One of them turns to the other and says, "You should have seen this woman they brought in last week. They pulled her out of the water after she'd been there for 3 weeks. Man, I'm telling you, her clit was just like a pickle." Ew. "What?" the other asks. "Green?" "No," says the first. "A bit sour." Yuck. Michael Jackson and his wife were at the recovery room with their new baby son. The doctor walks in and Michael asks, "Doctor, how long before we can have sex?" The doctor replies, "I'd wait until he's at least 14. I've realised I've been really low down for this whole video. I've been like this. I'm sorry. Okay, well, that was the end of that video. Hope you enjoyed it. Like, comment, subscribe, tell me what you want to see me more do or don't. Okay, that was that video. Like, comment, subscribe, comment what you want to see me do. I'll try and get around to answering all your comments if I can. I say all of my comments, I mean all one from Georgetown End. So yeah, I'll be able, I can make pretty much anything, do challenges, reviews, and stuff like this again. Anything really. Advice. Yes, give me advice things. Send me questions and I will advise you on how to deal with your life. 'Cause you're too irresponsible to do it yourself. So, you keep being you while I be everybody else. Bye.